Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for hopping on. Thank you, Lord, for a new day. Thank you for another opportunity to trade. This is not financial advice, educational purposes only. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I was adjusting my speaker and microphone. Loud and clear. Appreciate it. So, I just got back from Buffalo a couple hours ago, so I haven't really slept. I slept like a couple hours, so I bear with me. I haven't looked at the market too much this morning, but I'm ready with my news and my trade alerts. Ready for some PR pops. I did enter CMPS at 803, so playing this one very small, but I really don't even know much about it. Similar to how I played the other play right before 7 o'clock. I was seeing if it would flush right at 7. This one's kind of hanging in there. It flushed a little bit, but let's see what happens when 7 o'clock rolls around and if money rotates away from this play, if something else moves. So let's see, got my news pulled up. EVOK up 80%. What in the world is going on with this one? Oh my goodness. Grabbing locates. This thing is looks a little dangerous, but grabbing some locates. Got me my first little entry because this thing is just up an insane amount. So got in at 10.13. But very small because I don't even know where the float is on this one. It won't let me get any more shares. Not a good sign. So I'm in it though. Got some more shares at 10.45. Okay, cool. So I'm pulling it up now. And this one is flushing. Let's go. EVOK. What is up with this one? I gotta see the float. I bet it's tiny. So EVOK. Well, I had an alert. I already knew. So 1.5. That's not terrible because I forgot I added it to my trade ideas alert. So that's not terrible, but it is small. There we go. Here's a better view. So let's see what the news was. Definite agreement. Ooh, okay. Let's see what the price was for that definite agreement. Oh, $11 per share. So I'm just gonna get out of this one. I'm down less than like 46 bucks exactly, actually. So I might just get out of this one because I think it's just going to hang around this $11 level. Dang it. Anything else moving? Oh, yes. This is the one I was talking about, money rotation. So I've killed a play like this two days in a row, guys, just so you're aware. So pay attention. This money rotation away from one of the main movers. Let's go. Right before, let's see. So what I'm trying to say is right before 7 a.m., the one that was kind of moving the most, hanging around, it takes one or two things and it just collapses. I mean, literally less than 5 minutes ago, I added a couple hundred shares at 8.13, and now look, it's already at 7.13. So this one played out nicely, at least. Should have just stayed away from me, Bug, but literally like hardly any harm done. So, but this one's going to hang around that if it's a definite agreement. So anything else moving? RLMD. Looks like it's not getting a ton of volume. I don't like this daily too. It's kind of forming a breakout, and the pops already gave most of it all back at this point. So yeah, it's only up 11%. Not interested. Yeah, that's kind of the downside of how I like jump in whenever I see something up drastically. So this one's going to stay up at this like $11 level, but I made more from CMPS and I lost from EVOK. So I'm green on the day so far. Again, I don't know why I didn't trade this heavier though. I only entered 300 shares, so 813. I got out around 720, 713. It's made about 300 bucks on it, but I should have went a little heavier. I guess two days in a row. Jesus, sorry about that alarm. There's 2 days in a row that play worked pretty cleanly. Good morning. RLMD pushing back up. What were those levels at? So we're kind of at it. I'm tempted to play this as it tests this level. I'm gonna get in it just to try it. Should have already gotten in though. And turn it small because I low confidence play, but let's see what's going on with RLMD. FDA feedback supporting 2 separate acceptable registration study paths for NDV-01 and non-muscle invasive bladder cancer. Okay. So I'm in it playing this little level, but again, it's not up very much, so I don't love it. It's only up 30%. So, but I'm gonna play it. I got a entry at 279 and 284. Getting a little, oh geez, okay. All right, I'm out of it. Or I'm out of half of it. 300 shares left. I tried to get out of all of it. Only got, so I got out half at 258 when it just fell down for whatever reason. So I might go ahead and add those 300 back here though. Yep, added them back. 280. Still don't love this play, but I want to. It's I've made money on it already, so let's see if it'll happen again. Then if it just breaks and holds this like 285 level, I'll probably just get out. Unless there's another key level I'm missing. This looks like pretty solid. Well, now it's pushing though, but that looks like pretty solid resistance. So now that it's pushing a little higher, I might just stop out. Let me see where is it going? Yeah, I mean, I don't really see any clear tops. It could push pretty hard. So yeah, I'm feeling it. Obviously, it's going against me pretty hard now, but I won't stop out now. Might come back and visit at another level. So it's still pushing. But yeah, we're getting to a level. I might try to play it again though. This 340 level looks a little interesting. 390. Oh, it's still running. Let's go. I'll wait, see if it. Oh, now it's hesitating here. 340. Might see if I can get a little entry here. And again, this goes back to my theory why I don't like getting in too early. I was able to make money on the first flush, but the second push, I lost more than I made on my initial one. So, but I'm back in it here. Play this level because that was just an excessive move up. So, see if it comes back to reality a little bit. In the meantime, oh my gosh, I'm banking now. I just dropped back to, what in the world was that? Wow, that's what you call a flush right there. So I added the same size as I stopped out around 320. And then I re-entered around 340 and caught the flush back. So I'm probably barely break even on it, but what a flush. If y'all got y'all's first entry up there, y'all did good. This thing is spastic. What's the float on this thing? I'm sorry, I haven't been looking at the comments. Okay, it's a decent float. Institutional ownership 24, insider 30%. It's a wide range. Colin, let's go. $700. I'm still hanging on to a couple hundred share. I tried to get, I don't know. I'm still in 300. I'm trying to decide what to do with them. I actually entered 900 shares up top. I had to because it shows I closed out 600. I thought I was only in 600, so still in 300. So I might just let these just play around, see what happens. And I'll add if it gets back to like 330, 340. Let me see what happened there. Yeah, I bought 600 at 263, but I still have 300. Okay, I'll take it. Anything else moving? This news, I mean, I don't know. I read over it quick, and like I told y'all, I have only got a couple hours of sleep, so my opinion might not be the best when it comes to analyzing news right now. Reports FDA feedback supporting 2 potential registrational phase 3 paths for NV01. I mean, I don't think this is that great of news. it means that they can expect to begin phase 3 programs in Q1 of 2026. So I mean, they'll pass it. I mean, they might, but like, again, I just don't really think it's that great of news. Okay, cool. But yeah, I'm still holding on to these 300. I'm not really sure why, because I think I know why, because I see every day whenever I look back at these plays and these earlier ones all fade back to nothing, and I wish I would have held. So I'm just going to hold on to these 300, see what happens. But pretty deep in the money with them. I want to see if it flushes a little lower. We've been talking about it in the group some, and me and some one-off conversations about how all these plays, like when I did the recap video last night, I looked back at all the plays and they were like, they all died. They all died. So I'm gonna see if I can hold these 300 shares a little longer. EVO, okay. Probably not gonna look at this one much anymore because this is not gonna do anything. Look at CMPS, should have held. This might have been the one I should have held. Oh, I see. So they dropped offer news 6 minutes ago whenever it was ramping up. They were dirty. That's why it came back to reality. I'll take it. Just want to see if it goes back to where it started. There we go. And I'm kind of just bored seeing where it nothing else is really moving. So anyways, let me know if y'all see anything else. If not, I'm just gonna stare at RLMD. Yeah, and I finally did my recap video last night. You can barely hear me, but I'm gonna try to start doing my daily recap videos again. Kind of just high level, quickly go over all the plays I took. Each day. Let's see. Diabolical, yeah, for sure. MSPR moved up a bit. MSPR. Cool, I should look at this one. MSPR. Yeah, I'll keep my eyes open for this one. Definitely wouldn't mind a $1.10 retest on this one. Just trading. I know you were kind of kidding around saying some insiders press sell, but basically that is what happened. Dropped an offering. What's it doing now? Oh, yes. I'm getting rewarded for hold. Look at me. I know how to hold. Look at this. Look at your boy. Cool. This was a nice play. So I got out at 243. That's enough holding for me. When it gets closer to 200, they like to bounce off of it. Turned out to be a pretty good play. So on 600 shares, I lost, I don't know, from 280 to around 320. And then I added 900 accidentally. I meant to add 600 again, but added 900 around 330, cashed out about 600 of them in the 270 range, and then held the other 300 to 240. I'll take it. It's funny because we've been joking around about like holding some of these, so I can at least say I held one. But even like, it's wild though. I know y'all do the same thing. You'll look back intraday or end of day, and like some of these plays we played, it's just, especially when I do these end of day recaps, I'm just like, what? Like all I had to do was just hold on to that one play. I would have made more than all these other plays combined. I'm just gonna go over some. So like CRBU, this is one from yesterday. Look at this. I was playing it up here, took profit on this move, or I could have just held it to 239 to the end of the day. NCRA was another one. FEMY. Hey, look at this. I love this play. This was the 200 test. Got out here 80 cents, like, or I could have. So like, it's just wild to look at some of these plays. I know most of y'all know that, but I'm gonna start holding these plays a little bit longer, or try at least some runners. Nice play, man. How do you? Oh, PRLD. I got an alert to. I don't know if this is the one from yesterday you're talking about, or if it's actually moving. But this was a play from yet. Oh my gosh, this is PRLD. What's going on here? This was one from yesterday. What is it doing? Let me see what the news is. I love these excessive moves up, but what is this? Got me some locates. Oh, if I miss this move, strategic business update. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna go ahead and get a little entry in it. At $5. Got me an entry, but still not. Didn't play it that well. Okay, let's see what it's doing now. I mean, I'm green in it, but I'm just kind of disappointed how I played it. Oh my gosh. Banking. And I played it small too. Only 500 shares from 513 down to, I'm out at 4, like 50 and some change. Ended up doing pretty decent on it, but did not play that one well. Watch, this might be the one I should have held. Watch it keep going down. Oh my gosh. Still made about 60 cents a share on 500 shares, so not terrible, but this one might just disappear. Thanks for the heads up, Carlos. I almost ignored your comment. I saw it though. If I would have started a little bit earlier though, we could have made a killing on it. Yeah, this might actually not be a bad one to hold now that it's back under its highs from yesterday that it popped. Oh, this is that one that had me caught up in it. That survived. Okay, I remember this one. But since it's back under this level, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes back where it started. But again, not financial advice, because it's kind of like a little bit of a retest now, a retest and fail, basically. So I might, you know what? I'm going to add. Oh, but this is the one that had the 95% ownership between insiders. And so I'm just going to pass. I made my money on it. All good. Look at RLMD. I got it at 242 or something, and now it's even lower. It's probably going to stop here at the 200. That's usually where they stop, and they'll pop unless it wants to go negative. So good play. Good play. Anyways, back to the question. Nice play, man. How do you check if they already have a secondary stock offering? AskEdgar. That's about the best resources. I have a link in my description for it, but AskEdgar, they have a Discord, they have a website, and it shares all their warrants, all their offering availability, all that stuff. J Money, yeah. I see. I was looking this morning at it. I'm seriously considering taking a short position at the high that I do not sell until end of day. Well, there's been some, and I think it might even been Carlos. I might be misspeaking. Somebody in our group did a back test, and yeah, they analyze like all the trades that pop a certain percentage, and at the end of the day, their lowest point is it's usually at 3:59 p.m. Out of all the time of days, basically end of the day, before after hours. Statistics show that their lowest point was usually at 3:59. Obviously it was all over the place, but that time is usually whenever it was at its lowest point. I'm not explaining it well, but let's see. I think PLRD ended up, still falling. But anyways, hope y'all caught that one. Nice call, Carlos. Banking today. Yeah, I should be up way more than I am, but I'll take it. Oh, that makes sense. I took that initial loss on RLMD. That's right. I was like, why didn't I make more on this one? But I took a little loss on it, then made a decent win on that one. Yeah, see, this is what I was saying. Wouldn't be surprised if it just dies off here now. It couldn't hold over that previous level, the 468. And I said I might enter here. I didn't though, so I'm not giving myself credit for it. But I wouldn't be surprised if it goes back to where it started. The dump over the following days on some of these is crazy. I'm going to reach out to my broker and get the rundown on how the shorts work holding over the course of a few days. What do you mean? Like fees and stuff? I know you're with that offshore one, but like TradeZero, there's like pretty straightforward. You just look at the overnight fees. They have a little calculator. I imagine they have something similar. Always forget who you use though. Yeah. Okay. It's probably a good idea to do it or to reach out to them, get a rundown from them. TradeZero is pretty straightforward, so I imagine that one to be. They probably just have a certain fee they charge overnight. But yeah, a lot of these have been dumping. I don't blame you for looking into it. Denny's is our second leading gainer. That is hilarious. Do they get bought out? Because I'm seeing it's just going sideways. Yeah, it's being acquired. Interesting. Never was a big fan of Denny's. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Still dropping. This is the one I should have held. I mean, I probably should just hold them all. Look at this. Beautiful. It's already $1 less than when I said I should have re-added. Again, I can't take credit for it because I didn't do it, but man, I set it right here at 450. I should have. Oh, good. But played it from 513 to 450, so it's still not bad. And again, it's not even to say like, see, I told you so. It's more like, let's learn from this. You know what I mean? Because I'm still, I'm confident in my strategy. I've done well with it, but like, I talk through these things just to see if they like come to fruition. And again, so maybe next time I see a play similar to this, where it does make an intense move, but the 5 minutes still can't even close over the previous pop. It's a good chance it's going to come back to where it started the move. So it happened this time. Because I'm pretty good at getting my entries, pretty good at managing my position. Like, could I improve? For sure. But I think where I take mine to the next level is trying to figure out when to hold, how long to hold, and catching the full flush. Because again, like I did good on this one, 513 to 450, about 60 cents a share, but it could have been, let's see, $1.50. So I could have made almost 3x what I made, you know? So that's what I guess I'm gonna try to focus on at the end of the year. At least leaving some to hold. All right, guys. Well, it's 7:30. Any more PRs coming out? This is the time that PRs will come out, but I'm not really seeing anything. And thank y'all as well too for some of the heads up on these plays. A couple of these plays I caught because of y'all, so appreciate it. SAGT, very low volume. I'm gonna grab some shares. Not in it, but just locating some shares. Seeing what's going on. I'll get it pulled up here on the screen in just a second. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything new with it. So I got an entry here at 240. Let's see, I'll pull it up for y'all now. SAGT. So I got small though, because I don't know what's going on with it. So I'm only in 500 shares, and my average is 240, and I'm glad now because it's pushing. So let's see where it's pushing to. It's pushing to 3. Ooh, let me see what the float is on this one. Well, now I'm back to break even on it. That was a crazy move though. SAGT. Now I'm in the money with this one. Jeez, that was a sorry, I still haven't pulled it up for y'all, but trying to figure out what's going on with it. Look at this flush. I got in a tad bit early, but I mean, I'm green on it now, but it's trying to decide what I want to do with it. Do y'all see the news for it? I don't see it on Stock Titan. Oh, here it is. Selects Kinetic Seas as AI development technology partner across Malaysia. Weak. So if it pushes back to 3, I'm gonna add. On AskEdgar, it's a decent looking company. It's Malaysia, so their financials might not be completely accurate, but float 3.84, not seeing a lot of institutional ownership, but all green on AskEdgar. So I'm still in my initial entry right here, which is, again, terrible entry. I should have waited a little bit, but I'm just gonna hold on to it for now. And if it pushes back to 3, I'm gonna add a little heavier around 3. But as of right now, these last few shares I'm holding, they're kind of flushing. So, oh, here we go. Let's see what it does. Because I'm only in 300 now because I trimmed a couple hundred out. So even if this flushes, I'm not going to make that much on it because I'm only in 300 shares. I would like to see it push to 3 one more time. I wasn't ready for that initial push up. There we go. We're tanking. Well, it recovered a little bit. I thought it was about to die there, to be honest. Now it's back above 250. Might add here on it. Well, I'll wait. I don't want to get too excited. I'm gonna wait and see if it pushes to 3. I don't want to get in too early. It's already showed it can run to 3, so I'm not going to enter again until like 295, 3. Wow, wait to see what this one does. What are these other plays? RL, MD died. MSPR is kind of hanging in the same little area. I'll just keep my eye on SAGT. Like I said, I'm not going to add here. I'm only in 300 shares, so if it pushes to 3, I'll probably throw 1,000 shares at it, try to get my average up. See if we can catch a decent flush on it. Here we go. Okay, let me get my orders ready. Looks like it might push up here. Or let me confirm my orders are ready. Here we go. Do we get the $3 retest? Added a little at 270s actually. Added a couple hundred here, 278. Might time the top on that thing too. Or it might push back to 3. Let's see. So still only in 500 shares, playing it small, guys. It's not at really a level I like. But if it gets to 3, I have 1,000 shares waiting at 295. Add a little bit more size to it, but added a little at 278. Can't really tell you why. I just think it could fail before it gets to 3, and I wanted to add some to my size, but still pretty small in it. It does have a lot of insider ownership, almost 70%. So I'm up about $100 on it now, but I want to see if it flushes a little harder. Yeah, and I have like no size with this play. My size is waiting at 295, but I don't think it's going to get there. That's why I went ahead and added, which it wasn't much, but a couple hundred more shares at 278. It's only up 25%. So I am obviously, you know me, I'm tempted to take some profit here. Yes, it's not one to die cleanly. Why can't you die clean, bro? Dang, y'all are blowing up this chat. Let me see what y'all saying. Yeah, I'm still only in 500 shares, so I'm gonna just let it play out some. See what happens with it. If y'all see anything else, let me know. I think it could fail again. So taking a little risk, but adding here at 266 now. So added a couple hundred more at 266. I think we're just going to see. Again, I could be wrong, guys. Wrong all the time. lower high, lower high, lower high, and then it dies. Let's see if I'm right. Or it could rip up here and test 3. But I added a little at 266, 68, something like that. Broke a new, but it couldn't hold. So we'll see what it does here. This candle wicked a little bit higher than this one. So let's see what it does here. Average is pretty good since I've been slowly adding on some of these pops, but this one doesn't look like this is going to be the one that's going to fade cleanly unless probably money rotates away from it. It is AI news, but I feel like AI news is getting stale. But maybe it's not. What the 1 minute looks like. 1 minute looks kind of bullish, to be honest. I would like for it to break below this level, but again, I'm still in it relatively small. I'm still waiting with most of my size at half of it's at 295, the other half's at 298. And then I have some that I'm not using, a couple hundred that I want to, if it gets over 3 and hangs in between 3 and 10, I'm just going to slap the ask, get in. There we go. Okay, now we're flushing up a couple hundred now. I won't start trimming. Oh yeah, let's go. So I went ahead and got out because it's at this one's at the, what is this, the 20? It likes to bounce here, and I don't like that it's not dropping below these. So see how this is a higher low, higher low, higher low. If this flush would have broke below these levels, I probably would have held, but I'm not confident this is the one I should be holding for a more extended move. I caught a pretty good move right there. Made a couple hundred on it because I started only 500 shares. I added a couple hundred here, added a couple hundred here. So got my average up, got a decent position. So I'm out. Could it flush all the way without me? Yes, it's probably going to happen. They all do that, but I'm pretty content where I got out at. Here it comes. Watch it flush. Here it goes. Yep, now it's a new low. Death candle. Look, now we're at 228. But all good. Still did pretty good with that one. So. So I don't think I'm in any positions right now. Nope, no positions right now. $50 up and $25 commission. Ooh, tough. But yeah, most of the plays have been working out pretty good. No problem, Remy. Thank you for hopping on, bro. And thank y'all for the likes. And thank all of y'all for hopping on. I appreciate it. PRLD suspended on way up now. PRLD. So it's suspended right now? It's still moving, isn't it? I don't know what you mean, bro. Maybe I'm misunderstanding it. HKD pop. Ooh, get PTSD from this one. I'm gonna miss it, but honestly, this ticker, when they've done things like this ticker has done in the past, I try to stay away from it. This thing, and again, it's mostly because it's been reverse splits, but this one blasted off one day, this sketchy Chinese one, so I usually avoid it. There's not many that I don't really play, but this one I like kind of stay away from it. I say that though, but if I would have timed the top, I probably would have entered it, but Ross Cameron is up $0. So most of us have made more than Ross today. Then he takes one trade and then makes more than we have the entire month. Yeah, you have to look at the way the fees are just trading. So it's especially high when you don't use a complete share size. Yeah, I always try to make sure I'm going in with at least 200 shares at a time to avoid the commissions. Yeah, luckily I didn't get caught up in HKD when it happened, but this blew up some people, that's for sure. In the past, if you don't know, just look at your chart in the past. Like a lot of these reverse splits is hard to tell, but this one actually did go from like single digits to like $1,000. These are the ones that people like Ross Cameron like to bring up as an example that short selling is bad and scary and you'll lose everything. But the trick is you just have a stop loss, even if it's 100% stop loss. You enter 1,000, you lose 1,000, you get out. You know what I mean? Can prevent that. Because it was halting up, yes, but it wasn't like skipping numbers halting up. Like it would skip maybe a couple numbers. It was like $5 to $6, $6 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20. Then it started getting a little out of control. There's plenty of times to get out of this one. Short seller, we just hard-headed sometimes because we always win. And then when we don't, when things don't go our way, we sometimes don't manage the position well. IHRT retest. IHRT. Yeah, I want to see a little bit more on it, but thanks for putting it on my radar. If it gets up to about 430, I'll be interested. 460, 430. Oh, look at SAGT. It finally should have held. Get that shirt one day. Look at it. Should have just held it. Oh, story of my life. But again, it goes back to SC and X is pumping. I'm seeing it on my top gainers right now. SC and X. SC and X. Oh, I got some key levels here, so I wonder what these levels are. I'm about to check. Gotta put, since I have some levels here, I'm gonna go ahead and enter small 1,000 shares at 88 cents. So where's this thing going? Where's, oh, so we got some more levels at $1. Got some more levels up here, $1.12, $1.16. So I might just scale into this one. Let me see what the news is. I don't see any new news. Stock's tightened, but I do see it on somewhere else. Exclusive Holdings tells Bazinga Arbil oral suspension has been added to the formularies of key national payers, expanding access through multiple commercial coverage. Okay. So basically, easier to get their medication now. So I'm about to, I'm locating about 3,000 shares. I'm going to add here at $1 at 99 cents. And then if it breaks through it, I'll just cut. But I went ahead and added some at 97. Then I have a few more orders here at 98 and 99. So I got my 97 cents filled. And like I said, I got another 1,000 shares at 98, another 1,000 shares at 99. So now I'm in the money now, even though I got in a little early at 88 cents. But I'm not going to get out just yet. I want to see if it comes back to $1 so I can add a little bit more size to it. It does have a lot of range on it previously, though. So if it does hold above $1, I probably will have to trim and let the move play out. But this one loves to pop and give it back. Like, look at this. From a few days ago, there's that $1 level it couldn't hold above. See how it just like made a strong move up, couldn't hold, and kind of died off. Not saying it'll happen this time, but looking at past moves is a good way to get an idea. But this one's been pretty active lately. This time it was a multi-day runner. Look, well, no, it faded the next day, but ran all day. I don't even remember this one that much. That wasn't even that long ago. So this one has potential to make some strong moves. But yeah, I'm gonna add some size at $1. I'm actually gonna locate some more. I'm gonna go even heavier if it gets up there. I'll add 2,000 more shares at 99 cents. So we'll see what happens. So up a decent amount on this one now. I don't want to see if this one dies though. 8 o'clock is 2 minutes away. There's a good chance money will rotate away from it if there's a decent PR that comes out. So I'm gonna roll the dice. It's only 2 minutes away. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Trimmed 1,000 shares here at like 84, 85. Yeah, 0.848 is where I got out. So still holding on to most of my position, but trimmed a little there. Here we go. Love it, love it, love it. Trimmed a little bit more there. I'm holding my last 1,000 shares. We're in the 70 cents now. Dang, I had a feeling it would do this. That's why I was kept adding more size and more size and more. I got about 6,000 shares waiting to take a position right here. I had a feeling this would happen, but it only hit my 97 fill. So I was only in, or I wasn't in as heavy as I'd like to be, but all good. Made money on it. Still holding 1,000. It's 8 o'clock. We're about to get faked out from the alerts from earlier. It's only up 13% now, so it's literally only up 9 cents. So I'm probably just going to close out my last 1,000 shares here at 80 cents. Because again, I could joke around and say I should have held for this one, but most of the move's over now. Like I feel good about holding. A lot of times I'll jump out like too early here, but this, I've held this one decent amount. Now we're in the 79 cents. Yeah, let's do it. 78. Still haven't closed. Okay, now I'm going to 79. I think 78.5 is what I got. So I'll take it. I'll take it. Feel like I should be up way more than I am, but I'll take it. Hopefully y'all made some money on that play. Let's go, Joey. 90 cents to 79 cents. What do you think of NFE? Sorry, I didn't see that earlier. NFE. NFE, the move's over with. I'm more of like a front side initial pop trader, so to me this looks like the move's done. Like, could it keep fading? Yeah, but I don't really trade these moves. I try to get close to the top, retest. It's kind of how I trade these. It is pushing a little bit. HRT. So if it gets up to about 430 or 460, I might consider playing this one. STKH. STKH. Oh man, J Money. I missed this one, bro. That's a good alert. It looks like it's struggling at the bottom side of this previous wick down. I'm not going to play it because it looks like most of the move is over or is already given back most of the move, but nice alert. I was just too slow. Look where I rejected at. The psychological level, $5. Just failed. KORE. Is this a new one? Look, I gave it all back. Oh, you missed the move looking at IHRT. The alley-oop was unsuccessful. Yeah, it was, but all good, bro. I miss them. I miss plays all the time. That would have been a nice one to catch. I appreciate you lobbing it, though. I was distracted. Thanks, STKH. That was a good one, man. Good morning, new here. Thought I'd say hi. Are you mainly shorting these small cap poppers? That's about all I do, bro. That's about all I do. Oh, or for these live streams, yeah. So I have a few playbooks I play out of, but for these live streams in pre-market, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. These overhyped PR pops, they all just give back. So, or majority of them give back. There's just certain things to be aware of course. That's why I live stream. I've learned the hard way. You can, if you choose the wrong ticker that has momentum, it can hurt you, but it's pretty lucrative. Not to brag, but last month, green every single day, and most of it was from these pre-market pops. So when it works, it's nice. Just got to have good risk management when it doesn't. Yeah, I see HTC moving, but Hertz a little bit big of a company for me. So I don't usually, this one's, I'm sure, over $1 billion. They just don't fade as well. And again, could it fade? Yes, it could fade. But you're probably not going to see like it just go back. Like the one we were just looking at, was it ST? You're just not really going to see moves like this. And these are my favorite moves. But there still might be a play here, but I don't really short the $1 billion companies. They just don't give back as good or as quickly. They kind of have a tendency to keep grinding up. But again, there still might be a play there, but just not in my playbook to short them this big of market cap. I just don't have as good of success with these. And not saying it won't, but again, like I said, it's just not as doesn't work as often for me. Do you ever have trouble borrowing the shares? No, never, because I use TradeZero. Again, I do have an affiliate link with it. There are incentives, all that, but like I've been using TradeZero for 3 years. It's not just like I'm just saying that so I'll get an affiliate. TradeZero, I never have issues borrowing shares. And if I do have issues borrowing shares, nobody else is getting the shares either. So if TradeZero can't get them for me, nobody is going to be able to get them for you. So yeah, I rarely run into that. If there's shares to short, I'm going to have access to them. But that's why it's important to have like TradeZero is designed for short sellers. So like if you're using, Webull, E-Trade, Robinhood, stuff like that, like, yeah, you might get away with it, but you're going to miss out on a lot of plays. Oh, Kaylee, I answered your other question. So yeah, TradeZero is what I recommend. I have a link in my description, but do due diligence on it. You'll see that it's a good broker for short selling. And most of the people in in my Discord, I would say 75% of them use TradeZero. Is it perfect? No, you ain't gonna find a broker that is perfect, but it's I think it's a good one. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, do your due diligence. I think you'll come back to TradeZero. And they have again, there's ways to not pay any commission too. So if you use more than like 200 shares at a time, you can get away with not paying commissions too. They have pretty good prices on locates. So I'm looking at the chart of top gainers, guys. I'm not seeing much. Let me know if y'all see something new. Kelly, are you in the States? If you're in the States, then yes. If you're international, you don't need the 25K rule. VSEE is moving a little bit. Yeah, I'm ready for them to get rid of the PDT rule. Hopefully they'll do that soon. I mean, I know there's a lot of, it looks like it could happen here very soon. Because it is a lot to ask people to start with 25K. Well, there's offshore brokers if you don't have the 25K. Again, I'm not going to name any because I've seen the fee structure on these, and a few people in the group trade on those, and you got to be good at what you do because the fees are pretty high with some of these offshore brokers. I'm going to let this one just keep running, BSEE. I don't really know where I want to enter, to be honest. I just want to see it just make a little bit stronger move up. Maybe this 135 level might not be bad, but it might struggle here. That was one of the most recent pops, but this has so much room to run. See how high it's gotten? Up to $3? Oh, over $3. So I just don't want to get in too early. It's already shown that it recently has made a very strong move up. So I don't want to get in early. So I might not even get in this one. Not saying you shouldn't, not saying it's not going to flush. In 30 seconds, it could be back to $1, but just risk versus reward with me on this one. Like I could enter heavy right here with a tight stop above $1.35, because this might be just where it's wanting to pop, was to retest 135 and then just stop out if it gets above it, try to catch this move. But again, I don't really want to play it. But here you guys go on your radar. The reason why I said $1.35, you'll probably could figure it out, but because it looks like that might be the level it respects. This previous pop was 135, and we have a monthly pivot at 135, so potentially not a bad entry. But again, it has a lot of range on it, so I'm going to ignore it. Unless it just runs much harder. See, this HTZ is a perfect example of these plays I don't like. When they're over a billion, they tend, this is what I kind of define as grinding up. So they make strong moves, and then like they'll kind of consolidate, stay sideways, and they'll make the next move up, and they'll kind of consolidate. So it's just hard to make money on these with how I trade them. You can, but it's just more difficult. Oh yeah, there's prop firms, trade the pool. Again, I don't get anything out of this, but I just try to tell y'all what others have done. Joey, he's on, I don't know if he's still on right now, but this dude has been killing it on trade the pool prop. They allow you to short small caps. Kelly. And they have pretty good prices for their, I think. And he's already received payouts from them and stuff. And I'm not someone that usually like pushes towards prop firms, but if I see somebody in my group has passed multiple evaluations, gotten multiple payouts, it might be something to it. So yeah, VSEE, that it might, a 135 level might have been the level, but again, no regrets. At this point in my career, risk management's pretty important. So my biggest downfall is whenever I like get reckless, because again, like I said, not to brag, but last month all green days, so I know I can consistently have green days. Only way I lose this game is if I take excessive losses. I blow my account up, things like that. So I just try to do things to offset that. I only keep a small amount in my account. I try not to take trades that I see a ton of range on, where I'm not confident where I'd want to stop out at. So, and here's VSE, back to about where it started. And again, going back to how I casually mentioned, like I could have entered there and just kept a really tight stop. So sometimes I'll play these if I'm not confident in the level. You know, let's say I got in at 132, 134, go heavy there. And then if it does break, just stop out immediately. So you're only risking like 3 or 4 cents, but you could catch, 30 cents, 20 cents, whatever. If you think that's a decent level, but you're not super confident in it. But again, none of this is financial advice. I'm telling you how I trade these. Shorting small caps is very high risk. So I'm sitting just barely north of $1,000. I should be up way more than I am, but for whatever reason, I'm not. I didn't size appropriately, and some of these, and y'all saw like some of these plays, I was waiting to add size, and it never got to those levels. So content, but with how everything was flushing this morning, I should have made way more. But all is well. Blessed to have a green morning. And again, like I was traveling, I've had a crazy run. So Chicago, Thursday night, I found out I had a fire at one of my stores, not a literal fire, but chaos at one of my stores. So I flew from Florida to Chicago Monday morning and then flew back. Friday morning. Just booked the quickest flight to Chicago, then came back Friday afternoon. Then went to a little Halloween party, stayed up too late on Friday, then flew to Buffalo Saturday morning for the Bills game and just got back. I got back at like 4 a.m. this morning and only slept for like 2 hours. So I might end the live stream around 8:30. Try to catch some sleep. That don't even make sense. Try to get some sleep. So I probably won't live stream till 9 today. Because I'll start slowing down after 8:30 anyways. HTOO. I see y'all mention this one a few times. I don't know why I haven't pulled it up. HTOO. But yeah, long story short, I went negative. Probably won't be live streaming until 9. I'll probably hop off a little bit earlier today. Exhausted. And again, going back to VSEE, so I'm just telling you how I trade these. So again, there's a lot of people that play the backside. So maybe there's some plays here, you know, catching the rest of this move. But when I explain things, I just want to be clear, this is how I trade. I'm not saying this is how you should trade, but I try to get the top. I try to time the top so I can catch a big part of the move where I can scalp it and, you know, catch a decent 10 cents, whatever. But I know some of the traders in the group and the Discord try to play a little bit more backside than I do. So there's a few plays here probably for VSEE, but not interested. Do you need to work today? Yeah, I work today. Got a leadership call too, I give a presentation at 11 o'clock too. Pretty big call, but all good. I'll figure it out, I always do. J Money. Yeah, I know that would have been a good time. And that dispensary life is wild. It's funny. Been in the cannabis industry for like 6, 7 years now. $2025 might be my last year though. I have a number. If I hit, I'm gonna put in my notice. And I've already started having the conversations. I've tried quitting twice since I've been here, but they always throw more money at me. So, which sounds good, but it makes it harder to quit. So I think this will be the. I'd like to go into 2026 without a W-2. So I'm just looking at the top gainers, guys. I'm not seeing much. I'm gonna see if there's any 8:30 pops that come out, but if there's not much movement at 8:30, I'm probably gonna hop off. But usually there's a PR or two at 8:30, so let's see. But I'm just not really seeing anything I really want to play right now. But on this note, guys, do I need to update is Trade Ideas monster sale still going on? I'm advertising it, I hope so. Let's see when that deal ended. See if somebody took advantage of it though. With my code. Is it still going on? Oh no, it ended yesterday. Monster sell. I need to take that off. VSEE coming back for the retest. Still not really interested in it, but going back to, I could have like a really tight stop. If it breaks above 135, I just cut. Again, I just don't like all this range on it just a few days ago. This is probably like a, what is this? Dead cat bounce or whatever, but I'm probably just going to pass on it. But I'm keeping my eye on it just because there's really nothing else that's entertaining to me right now. NFE, I know somebody asked me about it earlier. It's a little interesting now because it's making a little pop towards VWAP. Could fail here, but I still don't love it. But there's a good chance it could fail right here. Especially since it doesn't seem like a lot of volume's coming in. And yes, I'm very untraditional. I don't have volume on my charts. I'm self-taught and never saw any value in volume. Not saying that's the way it should be, but if you ever wonder why I don't have volume on my chart, it's just I don't use it. But I can tell there's no volume coming in here. It's not pushing above this level. If it continues to hesitate around VWAP and shows some weakness, there's a good chance it could fail. But again, there's not enough meat on the bones for it for me. Oh, that's what you go there for, J Money. Okay, VSEE is up to, oh, it's so tempting to play it right here. Just only risk a few cents. Now that it's back at 135. And I'm seeing some big orders on the ask. How much is it locate? I'm going to pass on it. Yeah, I'm going to pass on it. Oh, now it's already broke above it. So it's probably, this 5 minute probably will close under 135. But it did just wick above at 135. Same, J Money. Like, that's the problem. I want to go to Thailand, but I hate long flights. There's a few reasons I'd want to go to Thailand, but big into plants too. Not like cannabis industry plants, even though, I'm okay with those too, but more just like exotic, like variegated plants and stuff. Like, they have some pretty dope plants in Thailand. That's a good call, J Money, because it has acknowledged that the 200 EMA at one point, because it wicked above it and failed. So could get to 145. But again, I'm just kind of talking through VSEE. I don't have any plans of playing it. So the 8:30 PRs will drop in 2 minutes. See if anything pops. If not, I'm signing off, taking a nap. NFE, did it? Oh, nice. It broke past VWAP. So let's see what it does. If we get a 185, honestly, this might not even be a bad level. I still think it's going to fail, even though it did this. I wouldn't be surprised if the next candle's red, but if it gets to like 185 to $2, yeah, I'll take a shot at this one. T-Mac, yeah, there's a pretty good morning. There's a lot of decent fades today. I'm tired, or we'll go over it. I'm kind of jealous that you slept in. Okay, it's 8:30. Okay, we getting a Lucy. Oh yeah, man, I've traded this stock 100 times. I want to see it push a little bit harder. I already know the news is going to be BS. Their news is always BS. It's like a sunglass company. ARTL, is that another one? We're getting a few PRs. ARTL. Geez, that one already died. So I guess go back to Lucy. Or now it's coming back up. I don't know which one to play. I guess I'll look at Lucy. It's a little less sketchy. And now it's already died. Too slow. I wasn't going to enter it here anyway. I wanted to see it push a little bit higher, but missed both these two plays, which is all good. Now it's going negative. Look at it. Yeah, Lucy's a trash ticker. What's the story with ARTL? Biotech company. Tiny float. Barely over 1 million float. I don't love that. Sometimes they'll pump just for that alone, and we're probably about to see it. Yeah, we're up to $5. I might play the $5 level. Yeah, I'm gonna play it. So I got a pretty good feel. I got in at 536 because I waited. Okay, here we go. Are we flushing? Let's see if we're flushing. And if it breaks a new high, I'm just going to cut. Oh, man. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Won't keep flushing. Don't go back up. I don't even know what the news is. Oh, we're tanking. So I just got out at 500 shares, 445. Probably got out too early, but got in at 530. Yeah. 531, 500 shares, got out 500 shares at 545. So did pretty good on that one, but it's still falling. And again, if you're new, $5 is just like a psychological level. I don't know how to explain it any better. They just tend to fail there. And I should have held, look at it. Now it's already at 4 flat, but yeah, that's why I entered, just because of the psych level of $5. But on that note, guys, had a pretty good morning. 1400 on the morning. Not the best, because there was so much opportunity. I feel like I should have made, well, 1499. So I guess technically 1500. So I feel like I should have made more though. But overall, good morning. And hope y'all made some money. I'll be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock. If you're interested in learning more, I do have a Discord where we talk about trading throughout the day, have all my playbooks, because y'all see mostly the PR playbook, the PR pop playbook, but we have a few more that we trade, but would love to see you in there. If not, I will be back here tomorrow at 7 a.m. See y'all then.